We often hear our parents, aunts, and uncles talking about refinancing. But what is it? It's important to know what this means so that we are aware of different opportunities and resources available to help us save some dinero. Refinancing essentially means replacing an existing loan with one that has a lower interest rate or more favorable terms. This means you are restructuring a current loan to either save you money or make managing your monthly payments more easy by extending the term of your loan. Refinancing isn't just for mortgages, also known as home loans, which is the most popular loan that gets mentioned. Auto loans, student loans, personal loans, and small business loans can all be refinanced. Refinancing allows you to have a lower interest rate so that you pay less money in interest over time. This can be applied to any of the loan types we just mentioned. Some people choose to refinance over time because their credit score increases, creating more opportunities with lower interest rates. Interest rates are also determined by market fluctuations. Most people find it in their best interest to refinance when the interest rates are more favorable. For example, if you just financed your first car, chances are your interest rate is pretty high. You could be paying an interest rate as high as 18%. That's a lot of dinero. If you were to potentially refinance after a year or so, you could lower your interest rate to maybe 3 to 6% and ultimately save between $3,000 and $5,000 depending on the size of the loan. Just like there are online resources for debt payoff, you can easily find a refinance calculator to see how much money you could possibly be saving. All you have to do is plug in the numbers. Let's break it down even further. Let's say you are a first-time auto buyer and you take out a loan of $18,500 at an interest rate of 18% with a 60-month term. If you were to refinance your loan after a year at your potentially new interest rate of 5%, your payment would go from $469.78 every month to $368.28 every month, saving you a total of $101.50 every single month. This is definitely something to consider if you have a super high interest rate. Another reason some people may choose to refinance is to extend the term of their loan. Extending the term of your loan would reduce your monthly payment, making your monthly payments more manageable. However, it is important to remember that although the monthly payments are lower, the interest continues to accrue, and you ultimately pay more interest over time. A question that often comes up is, should I refinance my federal student loan? Here are some things to take into consideration before making any big decisions. Having a federal student loan comes with its benefits. One of the benefits is that you can defer payments on your loan until you are ready to pay. This type of loan also offers income-driven repayment plans. This means that if you don't have a stable income, you can continue to adjust the amount you pay or defer your payment. And finally, federal student loans can qualify for federal student loan forgiveness. If you were to refinance your federal student loans, you would be opting out of all of these different benefits. So that is something to think about. However, some people decide to refinance their federal student loans because they are in a stable financial position, have a stable income and good credit, and are looking to pay off their debt faster than the initial term provided. Now it's time to review everything you just learned. Refinancing means replacing a loan with one that has more favorable terms or a lower interest rate. Auto loans, personal loans, business loans, mortgages, credit cards can all be refinanced. Refinancing can be helpful if you're trying to lower your monthly payment or lower your interest rate. Before deciding to refinance your federal student loans, make sure to think about the benefits that come with them. Remember, there are dozens of refinance calculators and tools online that can help you find out if refinancing is a good strategy for your dinero.